I'm outside. I'm talking to my camera right now, okay, Henry? You wanted to know about what's been happening so far, so let me tell you. 1 second. Okay, so far, let me go from once Tiffy picked me up, we went to get something to eat with my aunt and Colin and Tiffy. And that was cool. You know, they just me and me. Everybody seemed cool. And after that, I can hardly remember, but we went to go get supplies because Tiffy had planned to do her hair, you know, for her wedding. And the hair thing went completely wrong because Auntie Magdalene's arm was jacked up, like she could hardly lift it. And she was talking about it was the worst pain in her life. And oof, I just got punched in the nose with a snowflake. But yeah, she was saying it was the worst pain in her life. Like it was worse than bearing children, and she could hardly lift it. But we were gonna try to do Tiffy's hair anyway. And there was so much bickering and going on because, you know, perm, like what straightens your hair. Because Tiffy had to get her hair permed, and Auntie Magdalene's the one that does it because they don't know anybody else in like the area that knows how to do it. So which burns after a while, and then she wasn't doing it fast enough, so Tiffy's head started burning, and then Auntie Magdalene just stopped, and then Tiffy was freaking out, and then they started yelling at each other. But Tiffy wasn't being she was being kind of rude, but I mean, it was burning. So, they were arguing about taking it out and not taking it out because Tiffy also had glue in her hair. She had glue in her hair from the weave that was there previously, which is disgusting. So, there's a problem having to take that out because Auntie Magdalene was like, "What are you doing? You're so stupid. You can't take that out and without putting the perm in." And then me and Tiffy jumped in the shower together so I could try to help her take it out because Auntie Magdalene wasn't doing anything. And then they were arguing about, because Auntie Magdalene called her the worst daughter in the world and wished she never birthed her and said she was wicked and evil and whatnot. And then Tiffy was crying and praying and junk like that. It was crazy. No. Yeah. So that was my first night in Wisconsin. It was kind of traumatic. It was very traumatic. So, I wish I could wipe my nose right now. So, nobody got their hair done. But we were at Colin and Tiffy's apartment. But Colin didn't come home because Tiffy don't love his home. And me and Tiffy we fell asleep. And then we woke up. And then the next day was for Tiffy's hair to get done. So finally the hair got done. Thank you, Jehovah. Okay? But me and Colin decided to escape because they still were arguing. So yeah, so we escaped and Colin took me to his parents' house and I met his parents. I believe his dad is an elder. But they're really cool, and his mom is kind of like, she showed me a Tiffy's dress, which is really pretty, but then she said like the weirdest thing that I did not want to hear. But anyways, yeah, so that's what happened that day. And then we got food, and you know, we were cool. And then yesterday, Monday, Auntie Magdalene went to, because my cousins don't live in the same area as each other. So we went to go visit Matt and Brian. Turns out Matt is, he's kind of sick. He has laryngitis. I bet him $5 it's laryngitis. He just needs to rest and stuff, but he seems cool. He's got one of those, like, rings in his lip.
Yeah?
Yeah. And he has, like, a couple of roommates and stuff, but he's cool. And then we saw Brian. Brian looks just like the picture, so, I mean, but Brian's alright too. But his roommate wasn't there. He like got up and left and went to Oshkosh or whatever. But then we went to the mall. But Colin, I'm sure you guys are wondering what I think about Colin. Colin's really cool. Like, he's really cool. Like, if we went to high school, I think we'd be friends because he's pretty much a geek. And what else is there to say? Yesterday he taught me to hand hug. It was the weirdest thing of life. I'm leaving he taught me how to hand hug. I'll show you when I get home, Henry.
Oh, no, I've seen that. Caitlin used to do that.
She did?
Yeah.
It was the first time I've ever heard about that. Like, he's like,
Like, you put your hands like to a high five, but you maintain it, and then you put your thumbs around each other.
yeah. Yeah. I thought it was so cool. And then I showed him the thing that I know, like, you black hand 5 or whatever, and then you turn it into a heart, which he thought that was pretty cool. So, and it seems like he likes me, so that's cool. But yes, that is what has happened, and I don't know what I'm gonna do today because it's almost like noon and I just woke up. And but I know on Wednesday I'm gonna stay over Brian's house with Auntie Magdalene.
That's good.
Yeah, I really haven't been that busy. I've mostly been staying in a car and sitting at a house the whole time. But Brian said he'll take me to a cafe, and they can't believe that I've never been to a concert, so they're trying to take me to a concert. Said they'll try once they come back from their honeymoon. They'll try to take me to Chicago. You know, the thing about here, there's no people anywhere. There's no people on the streets. There's everything is so far apart. It feels like it takes an hour to get to everywhere. But it's really nice. Like, you can see the snow on the trees and everything. It's like a holiday movie, I'm telling you. Or like one of those Disney movies in the wintertime. It's just like that.